So thinking today, again, just kind of sharing my practice for the week, where I've been at, what I've been practicing. And, I always keep coming back over and over and over again to this non-judgment aspect of mindfulness, and that sense of just allowing whatever is, and how much I don't like whatever is sometimes. It's that sense of, yeah, no, I'm supposed to accept this or welcome it or blah, 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 but I don't like it. And I was really throwing a tantrum to this past week over fatigue, just the fatigue. And it's like, I want to be energetic. I want to feel energetic. And I'm so, so, so tired of this fatigue. And there's nothing I can do about it. And just tantruming, just that deep belly. I don't like this. I don't want to like it. I don't want to accept it. I don't want to welcome it. I don't like it. It's just like, just feel mad. I just feel mad and I want something and I can't have it. And so it's like that, even just that metacognition, the stepping back, just that wider angled view of mindful awareness, the non-judgment, means not judging the reaction. So it's like, it's just that accepting that what's here right now is I want something and I can't have it. It's that, blocked wanting. So I really, really want something and I can't have it. It's like allowing that, welcoming that part. And sometimes we have desires, we have wants. We practice meditation, we practice mindfulness because we want something. Underneath everything, there is a wanting. There's a wanting of something in particular that drives us to even practice. And so just allowing the wanting, or allowing the frustrated wanting, welcoming that aspect and exploring that aspect can be really useful sometimes. That's what's in my experience. I'm throwing a tantrum. That's what I'm going to just welcome. I'm going to welcome the tantrum and just really feel into, what does it feel like to want something, to want energy and not be able to have it? What does it feel like when that just does not happen? And so as we're experimenting and playing today in our practice, think about it, if there's something that that you're feeling the frustration of wanting. And we'll just practice allowing the reaction. Or you might notice the reaction of, practicing and feeling all this wonderful relaxation or stillness, and you notice the enjoyment of the stillness of the meditation. That's still a reaction, the enjoyment to the stillness. So maybe you just pause and explore the reaction, the judging of it. It's like, actually, I like this. Again, no good or bad, no right or wrong here. But it's just that stepping back, just another layer back of noticing the reaction to what is, and practicing that just open, curious exploration to the reaction of what is. Could be pleasant, it could be unpleasant. It might be satisfied or it might be frustrated. Could be all sorts of different things that come up as you explore that sense of wanting, desiring, enjoying, frustrating, trying to focus, noticing that your mind keeps wandering, and then, trying to bring it back. And then what comes up when you notice that you're trying to bring your mind back for the 500th time? So just open to the reaction to what is, and just that curious allowing of whatever that reaction might be. All right. So we will go ahead and play here. So taking that moment to settle into this moment, being very deliberate with our attention, that deliberateness in the present moment, and then adding in that non-judgment of just curious exploring, sitting, and breathing, beginning to notice the breath. Notice how the breathing is today, in this moment. Noticing the movement of your chest as you breathe. Maybe noticing where you first sense movement, whether it's in your upper chest, your lower chest, your back. Not trying to make your chest move. It's already moving in small, little, subtle ways. But just maybe noticing where there's movement, what first catches your attention. I notice for myself, my attention goes right under my collarbones, right to the very top of my chest, feeling that little bit of tension and release as I inhale and exhale. Feeling the movement in the upper back. Maybe noticing how the back can move just slightly with the inhale and exhale. As the breath fills, the torso fills, and the back sits up just a little bit more. And relaxing down with the exhale. And then moving down into the sides of your torso. Noticing how the ribs can kind of expand, pull out to the side a little bit with the inhale. Relaxing down with the exhale. And then letting that awareness go down into the belly. Feeling the movement of breath in the belly. Or maybe tightness in the belly where the breath just kind of washes up against it and then comes back up. Again, you don't have to make things happen. You don't have to breathe deeply. Just noticing how the breath is, how it wants to be right now. Letting the breath be exactly as it wants to be, whether it's short and shallow, long and smooth, whether the breath needs to adjust from one inhale to the next. There's nothing to do, change, or fix. It's all just breathing. And giving that mind permission. It can wander. It can have reactions. It can have feelings. And just simply noticing it. Noticing wherever your thoughts might wander to, and then just coming back to the breath. As that is the mindfulness practice. The simply noticing the wandering, the disengaging, and deliberately moving attention back. That is the practice. Notice, disengage, deliberate focus. over and over again. And so that quick check-in with your body, noticing the sensations that are present here, becoming aware of your body and space. Perhaps even noticing how you're sitting right now in this moment. Just sensing your position in space, your body in space, the body that is sitting and breathing. And then noticing the thoughts that are present, noticing how the thinking patterns are, whether they're slow or fast, whether they're focused or scattered all over the place. Again, that sense of just taking inventory, just kind of noticing that's what's here right now. This is the kind of thinking that's here. And then that quick check-in with emotions. Just noticing the emotions that are present. It's nothing to do. You don't need to figure out why you're feeling what you're feeling. Just noticing. So just taking in that sense of physical sensations, thoughts, emotions. Just that quick temperature reading of where you are right now in this moment. Being present with yourself. And then maybe finding something that you want to play with today, whether it's something that you are working with, an issue that's been under your skin, or even if it's just right now in this moment, whatever you're feeling, the thoughts or the feelings or the sensations that are just present in this moment. Just letting your mind go to wherever the attention is grabbed. And allowing yourself to just kind of mull it over, play with it. Sometimes it feels like I'm looking at a rock and just moving it around in my hands, looking at it from different angles. And just giving your mind freedom, freedom to think about it, to feel it, to sense it. You don't have to rein anything in. And then maybe just pausing for a second, taking that little step backwards, a little bit of that meta awareness that says, what is my reaction towards this thing right now? What am I feeling towards it? How is it impacting me? And you can feel all sorts of different things. You can feel determined. You can feel relaxed. You can feel curious. You can feel frustrated. You can feel hopeless. But just that pause to notice the reaction. How is this thing impacting me right now? And with that little step back, maybe even noticing if your body shifted a little bit. Just really tiny, subtle changes in the body that go with our reactions. I notice for myself, there's just this barely perceptible shifting in my torso where my left shoulder wants to dip forward just a little bit, almost as if I'm curling off to one side. Just tiny, tiny, subtle changes. But then I can start feeling the pulsing in my shoulder. So just playing. And you can even go back and forth. Just playing, noticing, going back to this issue that you want to explore, really deep into the content of it, what it's about. And then that step back where you can have more of the eagle eye view. And then that noticing, how is it impacting me? How am I reacting to it? What emotion comes up? And what subtle little shifts in my body happen as I notice my reaction to it? And then again, even that step back further, noticing if there's judgment or the desire to fix or change the reaction. Whenever I notice tension starting in my body, I have that immediate impulse to straighten back up, to put my body back in alignment, to try to get it to relax. I just jump to trying to fix it. So what do you notice? Is there a curiosity? Is there a leaning in? Is there a jump into the why? What is this about? Let me analyze it. Let me see if I can figure it out. Again, no judging. It's not right or wrong, good or bad. There's nothing wrong with fixing anything. But simply noticing the reactions and welcoming the reactions. Oh, that's what I do. I notice a reaction and I want to figure out all about the history of it. I want to dissect it and understand it. That's just what I do. That's the pattern. It's the normal knee-jerk pattern that I engage in. And with each reaction that you notice, you can again take that step back. Like, oh, so I like to fix things, or I like to understand things. That's just another reaction. When I see that, when I experience it, how does that impact me? What do I feel? What do I sense in my body? I'm a one person who likes to understand why. What comes up for you? And just allowing yourself to notice a reaction, noticing the feelings, the sensations, just that immediate impulse of what to do with it. Then almost that taking a breath, stepping backwards, getting that wide angle view. And from there, seeing what happens, What do you notice? It can be a really interesting chain of noticing reactions, stepping back, noticing the next reaction, stepping back further, noticing the next reaction. Each time, just simply welcoming what's there, whether it's frustration or determination or curiosity or tension or pain or relaxation. I notice the more that I step back, the further down the chain I get, the more I start to feel a little bit of compassion. Like, that's what that is. A little bit of softness. And again, even the compassion is another reaction. I simply notice that. You might even notice that as you sense in your body, as you feel those emotions and the reactions, your attention moves to different parts of your body. And then letting that go, coming back to the breath. Just full awareness of the breath for a moment. Just the inhale and the exhale. And then scan through your body again, noticing the sensations that are present. Again, there's no good or bad, right or wrong. The body doesn't have to be more relaxed, or it shouldn't be more relaxed. It's simply noticing the body as it is right now. And it will be a different body than it was at the beginning of the meditation. Noticing the sensations that are here in this moment. And then noticing the thinking, how your thinking pattern is right now in this moment. Again, it doesn't need to look any particular way. It shouldn't look any particular way at the end of a meditation. It's simply noticing that this mind is what it is right now. And this is how it's thinking. And then that check in with emotions. Just noticing what's here. Allowing whatever is here to be here. And then letting your attention go back to that breath. The inhale and the exhale. Really sensing yourself in your body, in your space, right here at this moment, sitting and breathing. Taking a few more breaths. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes.